Hey guys, hi from Sukhothai in north central Thailand. This is one of the most famous archaeological sites in all of Southeast Asia, the ancient ruined city of Sukhothai. Let's have a look around. It's filled with mystery and wonder and all kinds of surprises. So we're kicking off with Wat Traan, and I've just had a little bit of a walk around the perimeter of the Archeological Park, because actually I've been here before and paid to come in, and don't want to do that like more than I need to, because I'm just basically here to try to do a little service for you guys and show you all what's going on with this place. I just wandered around the side and there's no one around, just wandered in. We'll see if someone makes me pay in a bit or not, but so far not. Let's see how it goes. So if you come in from the front of the complex, like I did the first time I came here, there's a ticket office. Buy your ticket. If it's your first time, definitely should buy your ticket. And then you can hire a bicycle. I didn't do that the first time actually. I walked around. It takes a while, Not as much as Satchanalai or Kamphaeng Phet, because most of the best parts of this place are close together. But you do want to get a bike. It just makes it so much easier. But I'm walking it today because I have been here before. I know the way. Look at all these tourists on bikes up here. What a swarm. Oh, what a gorgeous walk. Perfect weather today. We're gonna go over there in a little bit, but we're gonna look at a few things over this side of this lake first. This is Wat Traan. I'm sure I didn't say it the right way, but I tried my best. So I should get a participation award, right? Ha ha ha. Yes. Anyway, thanks for playing. But nah, maybe I said it right, I'm not sure. Anyway, you can see little bits and pieces scattered among the trees as we wander along. Some smaller bits over there. A lot of cool stuff scattered around. But unlike Satchanalai, the best stuff is all concentrated together here. So actually, you don't need a bike, but you do need to know where the best things are. Well, they're all close together. If you use Google Maps and click on the pictures of each temple, you can quickly make a little walking plan to get through here without completely exhausting yourself, right? Or even this map would pretty much do it. You can see they show the size of the temples, and it definitely indicates the ones you should look at. So we just came in through here, or I just came through in there and went to there. We started the video here. We walked along the side here and over. Now we're here where the star is. We're gonna come up here and check this one, and then come around through here and then out. These ones are so-so, they're okay, but we're not gonna worry too much about those. And then we're gonna wander around. Actually, we probably go through the side gate to here, and then there's another one out here as well, further out. All right, but we'll see what we can do here. You can also see outside the walls there are some other smaller bits and pieces. So if you stay for some days, you can definitely make lots of little loops around. Okay, they're not as impressive, those pieces, but for sure they'll still be quite decent, no doubt about that. All right, let's head over a bit further. A really strange thing with this historical park is that all the side over on that side, they have lots and lots of small houses where people live. lots of little houses, just normal houses with a few streets. It takes up about 20% of the area, actually. So I would say it fills up, yeah, about 20% of the area. And basically, they let the people live in the historical park area. What's under those houses? There must be remnants for sure. It all needs to be excavated, but in Thailand they're very careful and very soft about making people move. Even like people who just took over bits of land, for example, they're very like soft about forcing them out for the government to take over and use that land. So at some point in the future you would expect it to happen as Thailand takes on more modern kind of forms of organization. So I'm sure there'll be things dug up, probably foundations of other little temples and statuettes and so on. But they do have a museum in here. It's called Kamphaeng Museum. It's got lots of small objects that have been dug up around here. Lots of cool stuff. It's named after the first king of the Sukhothai kingdom, Kamphaeng. And there's also a university named after him in Bangkok. And the area around it, people just refer to it as Kamphaeng, and a main road through there. So that's kind of cool as well. It's good to know if you hang around the region a bit. Good to know what the names come from for different well-known places or areas. But now we're going to head over here. Wat Traan and Traquan. Very difficult for me to say that. And I haven't been drinking. I don't normally drink alcohol, actually, I'll have you know. But last night I did drink a beer in celebration of having such a great time at Satchanalai. And yeah, you should definitely check out the video from Satchanalai. It was quite an adventure. I ended up hitchhiking there and hitchhiking back. And it was funny, very funny. I didn't actually show it in the video because I was a bit embarrassed actually, but I'm going to tell you guys anyway. I got a ride hitchhiking back from the police. But they were quite polite, I can say. They were nice, you know. They were not trying to be weird or anything. It was getting late. It was going to get dark in about half an hour. I'm sure I could have got a ride like easily from other people, but like a young police cadet or whatever came by, and then he's like, "Oh, my friends are coming in a minute. They're driving past here. They can take you." I was a little bit like thinking to say, no, it's okay. But no, they were not being weird, looking for money or whatever. It was all good. So that's what police should be about, right? Police should help people, not just help themselves. And in Thailand, you do hear a lot of complaints from Thais and visitors to the country about corruption from that quarter. But of course, we hear a lot of reports from around the world of problems with police. And I suppose you have to think about the history of things, and that's what we're doing today, isn't it? We're looking at ancient ruins. Should make you contemplate and ponder the history of things like this, right? How societies are organized. Obviously, police were something that was initially set up to use violence, to control people, and it's still like that today, right? But the expectations of people in society from the different strata, top to bottom, is changed quite a bit, and policing hasn't really kept up with it. Now, I don't want to say, you know, I'm not one of these throw the baby out with the bathwater types who's all about always changing everything and modernizing things. I'm definitely not like that. I'm more of a traditionalist, but of course, when you learn things, you have to improve. And, you know, it's very important to be all about improving yourself and improving society and things like that. That's for sure. It's all about getting the right balance. So I think, you know, most normal people, not to insult anyone who disagrees, but I think most normal people agree that in most countries the police are far too violent, far too quick to react aggressively and in an unfriendly manner. And I'm not saying in Thailand it's so much better or something, but let's just say it's different here, right? It's different. They have guns for sure. If you annoy them too much, they'll do something you don't want, right? But there's the other side to it as well. Anyway, I've already given an example of that, and that was quite nice. But I've had other experiences I didn't like much. Like, I probably told that story in another video, but had to really go one time, you know, spend a penny. And there was a place on the street where all the local Thai guys, it was like near the edge of a party area where they like to relieve themselves, have a quick slash, right? So I did that. 2 cops came up on a motorbike, had to pay some pocket money, 1,000 baht, to avoid wasting probably at least an hour going to the station and paying maybe half that. But it was already 2 a.m. I wanted to go home and sleep. So, and I had to do some stuff, important stuff early next morning. So anyway, so there's different sides to it. But it saved me time, didn't it? All right, here is the main centerpiece of the whole complex. It's absolutely stunning, as you can see. So this main grouping here, you can definitely categorize it in with the main kind of archaeological ruins of ancient cities in Southeast Asia that have quite stunning remnants that you can have a look at and enjoy. It's definitely in the top 10 list, probably the top 5 list even. And there are some pretty good ones in this part of the world too. You don't want to miss out, that's for sure. Lots of nice columns. And the birds like it. Tons of birds hanging around. It's a nice day to be a bird. Lovely weather. Nice place to be a bird too. Really classic one there with the standing Buddha. And there's no one around. Again, you know, I have a lot of luck like this. Very cool. And another standing Buddha in the pose I call Stop in the Name of Love. Oh, okay, we're gonna head around the side and over to another cool area to check out some more great stuff around here. There's so much to see. It's really good value, especially if you do it like I did today. Here's a nice one, just wandering past here. Wat Traan. Very cool with the elephant heads. And another one just over here, Wat Traan. Lots of stuff to see, just wandering along. You can see through the trees over there, just where the motorbike just passed there. Just back through those trees there, just where that vehicle passes. Ruins of some smaller temple over there. Some ruins back there as well by the corner. Lots of stuff all sprinkled around. It's very cool, lovely big park area. You can see a mound in the distance, that's the city wall. Let's head over and have a look. Okay, we got a moat here on the inside of the remnant of the city wall here. It's just a mound now, long mound stretching around. It's a square shape surrounding the whole entirety of the ancient city area. But of course it grew larger and they had to put more stuff outside. There's remains of the moat from the outside part of the wall. So pretty well organized defensive structure. There would have been masonry on top originally, or at least near the end anyway. Probably all taken away to build the local houses that have encroached on the historical park. So they might be able to reconstruct some stuff if they send the bulldozers through the neighborhood that takes up 20% of the archaeological park. They might recover a lot of stuff to rebuild and renovate things. Could be an idea, we'll see. Tons of waterworks, moats, and defensive systems all around here. Sawadee Cup. All kinds of systems for saving water for agricultural use, and just general defense of the city to channel invaders into areas that can contain them and can kind of basically have angles where you can attack from different angles on them, and they're kind of stuck in a firing zone. That's what they do when they plan all this kind of stuff. You see there's all different side bits going around. So it's very clever actually, but also helps with agriculture. So there's a little ticket booth there, but I just slipped around the side. This guy's got the idea. You can just swim across the moat here if you don't want to buy a ticket for this part. Cool off a bit. Well, I just slipped around the side of the ticket booth. The woman was busy looking at her phone. She didn't see me. Yesterday I was at Satchanalai and I paid for the 220 baht ticket and I didn't use all the things with it. I could have just got the 100 baht ticket. So the way I look at it, I've already paid. So I mean, I did pay for this place in the past. That's enough, isn't it? I'm not trying to be blooming UN or whatever, UNICEF or something. As much as I like to see these kinds of places developing and so on, but you never know where the money really goes either. It can go into people's pockets for a new Mercedes and so on. You never know. Well, this is alright. You can see there was a standing Buddha, but it's not super wow. But that prang in the back there looks a bit like Khmer Empire, like Angkor Wat style. Definitely influenced by it. Coming up on Wat Traan. And this one is one of the highlights of all the temples around Sukhothai. And you can see why. Very impressive. People apparently come here to pray for good luck for something or other. I don't remember what exactly, but let's have a quick peek at the inner sanctum. Actually, I'll have to climb over here. No problem. They've got a separate ticket office for this one as well. So I guess they have a combo ticket or just a ticket for the main temple area, and then you can buy an extra one for here if you didn't get the combo. But this is super cool, very impressive. All right, so I'm just walking along. You can see there's some guest houses here, and they have foot massage in there. Little restaurant here. Just walking along the main road in front of the temple complex entrance. So this is where people normally turn up. So what people do, basically most people take a bus into Sukhothai from some other town or even from Bangkok all the way in. But there's an airport too, so some people fly in. And a lot of people just end up getting a room in the main part of the town. The main part of the town, you see there's a corner where the cars are coming around up there to the left. that road to the left goes to the main part of the town, but it's quite far away. It's at least 15 kilometers or something like that. Maybe a bit less or maybe a bit more, something like that. But as you can see, there's like a little community here. I mentioned it earlier. 20% of this area, we're in the city walls now. We're in the walls of the ancient city. 20% of it, which is the area on this side, all these buildings, all this is actually inside the ancient city walls. Which, okay, I think it shouldn't be allowed, but whatever. It probably happened way before they had any concept of national parks and preservation and so on. So you can see, for example, this ancient thing here is in between some restaurants, and this is just over the road, so you can see quite a bit without even buying a ticket and going inside at all. Okay, it's kind of cool in some ways, but you do wonder what's buried under these buildings. There could be foundations they don't even know about of important buildings, could be all kinds of relics in the mud. You can hire bikes here. Looks like they even have a golf cart thing that maybe you pay for a driver to take you around. Some tuk-tuks to take you back into the town center. But what I wanted to say was, I would definitely recommend you're better off to come out here to get a place to sleep out here, not in the main town. So if you get off at the bus station, there's a bus that comes in. See, there's another guest house here. Plenty of little hotels and guest houses right next to the park, and restaurants. So if you arrive at the main bus station, they have a regular bus from the main bus station that comes out to this little settlement here, this little town or village right next to the historical park. But it's not convenient. It only comes every few hours. It's not really any good, you know? But they have tuk-tuks at the bus station as well. I was quoted 200 baht to come out here. It's not too bad. It's a fair distance. And other option is, cheaper option would be walk about a quarter of an hour to the main road, or 12 minutes. You come out on the main road, this road that comes here. So walk out from the side road where the bus station is. You come out on here. Use Google Maps, of course. And there are regular songtaos. They're like pickup trucks that have been converted to be like kind of mini bus service, shuttles or whatever. So you can see here's a normal pickup truck, right? And the next one behind it has been converted to be used as public transport. It's what we call a songtao. It says local bus, see? Someone in there even. You just wave one down. You stand next to the road and you see one coming. You do like this, have your hand facing down, do like that. It'll pull over. You ask how much to go to Historical Park. It should be, I think I heard that it's about 30 baht. Or I think officially 20, but I think I heard that some people might try to overcharge you. Hello, massage in there. I'm a bit careful about where I get massages though. The first time I went to Thailand, I got a bit messed up. My back was not right for about 4 days afterwards. You need the old ladies who know how to do it well, and strong as well. Strong one is the way to go. So there are more hotels down this side street. You see a bit of street art around the area as well. Some ganja shops. Down the side here it's quiet. There's some nice little hotels down there. Got the 7-Eleven here. But if you just wander along here, this is the main drag coming in from the main part of the town of Sukhothai. But yeah, you can walk down a bit further. All the way along on both sides there are hotels and restaurants, cafes. It's not bad, you know. Not bad at all. Hello, how are you? You have massage? Oh, how much for massage? Foot massage, 1 hour, 200 baht. I could do with that. 1, 2, 3. You have 5 lady? 5 lady? Can I have 5 lady oil massage?
Yeah.
Yeah. quite good, huh? 5 lady oil massage, special, very special one. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. There you go. Hey, can have 5 ladies oil massage with 2 cats thrown in for free. There you go. Wake up. Boutique hotel, yeah. Okay, wake up. Wake up, seeker. Wake up. Okay. So, getting a bit late in the day now. It's gonna be time for me to find something yummy. And I don't mean 5 lady oil massage. I mean some yummy dinner. Get across here. Are you feeling lucky? I think she's not feeling lucky, poor thing. Never mind, hope she finds customers for the tickets. There's this cool little temple here on this island. Okay guys, so that's it for today in Sukhothai. Thanks for coming along. Hit subscribe and like, hit the bell button for notifications, would be great if you haven't already. Drop us a line, comment, would be cool, love to hear from you guys. Hit the buy me a coffee link to support the channel, please. We don't have the money to pay for 5 lady oil massage just from our own pocket, come on. These walks are taking it out of me. At least a foot massage, come on guys. Hey, thanks a lot. See you in the next one and don't be late.